Oh, at least we know the music works. Be starting in just a few minutes. Good shit. It's actually there. All right, let's go ahead and watch this one. Keyboard, put it up. And what are you guys seeing right now? You guys are actually seeing the tablet that I'm going to actually be working on right now. So this started my journey down a creation pathway where I was actually working on some unique characters. I had an art show that I was in October of 16, and so September I started working on a collaboration. This was the first one, and this is my template for it. This is the second one, the Ranger. And so I went in and actually put that to the side. As a Christmas grab bag, I got some gifts. And if you've watched my channels before, you've actually seen me go through this. Just doing some body modeling, trying to get my shapes a little bit better. So I wanted to actually work on the archer. She looks a little bit crazy here, but trust me, this is just because it's blown up. Work on more of my modeling. Again, more of my modeling. More body modeling. 2 people body modeling. 1 person body modeling. 1 person body modeling. If you actually see it, this is actually my practice on the face. This actual face looks a lot better. I know I stopped it last time I was drawing as almost a 3/4, but I just put it in as halfway. So that's the practice I've been doing. So this is my bubbly Ranger that I was working on. And wanted to have them in the same frame. With the tools of my light pad, was able to get them in the same frame. Now, this is what we're gonna do. We're actually going to, there's still some things that I want to correct, but we're gonna actually put them and color them. Now I was thinking about adding a background to it, but I figured it didn't even work well with a background. And this is kind of reminiscent of another picture I have. I actually have on my Etsy page Go 10 and Trunks, kind of back to back, standing back to back, but this is actually a little bit better. So, and if it looks a little wonky, it looks a little wonky. I don't really care as far as this point, as far as the feet goes. But there we go. So let me go ahead and break out my markers. I'm going to actually use markers for this one. So this is my art case. As you can see, I use a couple different brands from Artist Loft. I love these. These are the Winsor & Newtons. I have Staedtler, Art Minds, and I have, where is it? So let's go ahead and start working on this. Now I already actually have a color scheme for these two. The color scheme that I have for these two are, God, I don't have a valuable picture. I do, but it reminds me, I would have to actually start. Let's see. Because it's actually in here, and it's about 7 minutes into the play, and maybe I'll switch it up. But put this away. I already have some. So we're gonna actually do the colors. All right, so could have sworn I had another lighter color. Here we go. All right, so let's go ahead and work with this. And since she is more of an elf type of, not an elf, not type, but since she's more of an elf, I'm gonna actually give her that skin tone. Yeah. And this is actually, let me actually flip it over. This is the reason why I like using this type of paper. This is Canson Multimedia. And this is actually a heavy one. This is 98 pounds with 60 sheets. Now it works with acrylic, watercolor, pen and pencil. This is more of an acrylic based markers that I'm using. And I actually got this for a pretty good deal at Michael's. All right, got one arm. Now this scar, I'm just gonna actually highlight it right now because it's not the color that you would think it will be. And I'm actually going to darken that color in a little bit later. Just trying to get a light enough green color to do what I want. And you know what? I actually tried something a couple weeks ago when I was drawing. I actually tried to do it in when I went over my light table and actually traced it in pencil like I did here. I actually tried to do it in straight marker, and I had mixed results for it. That's why you guys see this. So let's go ahead, and I see a problem right now that I just want to fix. Just throw all those right there so I won't be looking for them later. I should have used my light pink. As a matter of fact, I can go back and redo it. Yeah. I should have started off that way, but no worries. Sorry, my dishwasher going on in the background. I did make her hand perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. And do that. Alright. And I actually forgot something in the transfer, but I'm going to go ahead and put that right there. Alright. Excuse me, guys. Alright. I actually like getting on here, drawing for you guys. Wait right there, guy. Right there. Alright, so there we go. Now, one thing that I didn't include in that picture that I have to include with her is eyebrows. And her eyebrows is a little bit different because she does have a slit in one of them. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and work with that eyebrow. I guess that's not the eyebrow that I meant. What the hell, whatever the hell that's called. Oh shoot, I forgot a whole arm over here. Silly me. There we go. All right, now let's work with the plunger. You know, I was supposed to do Kingdom Hearts 3 on my Twitch channel, Kingdom Hearts 2 on my Twitch channel today. And it's not that I don't want to do it. I think for a video game streamer, I know this is going to sound strange, but I played too many video games yesterday. I actually streamed Horizon Zero Dawn, and I got so far into it, and it was to a point where I actually had to put it down because I wanted to finish catching Dragon Ball Z Super yesterday. It's pretty late. I started at my stream time, picked it up at about 4:30, and then next thing I know, I was playing for a few hours. And I wouldn't say I ripped off Poison Ivy, redhead with a green motif. I would say inspired by Poison Ivy. I really didn't think about how these colors are gonna plan out when I put them together this way. I just know how they originally worked together. And what you guys are gonna probably see next, because I'm actually doing this on a larger, scale, not much larger, but a larger scale than what I normally do this at. Because this is what I normally work on. That's my normal scale. A 9 by 12. Now this is doing it horizontal, but I'm gonna actually put the vertical picture in here. And as you can see, this is a small inlet for 11 by 14. And I actually use the 9 by 6, the 9 by 12 scale really simple for practical purposes, because I have a laminator and my laminator only does 9 1/4 and 3/4. So 9 1/4 and 11 and a half. So that's why I mostly buy this one, but this is, I'm gonna actually have somebody laminate it at Office Max. All right, so I'm going for the green now. Bring those two out. Tell me I got more green than this. Yeah, I knew I had at least one more green. Nope, that's the same color. All right, so I have 3 greens. Let's work with this. And I actually have more greens than that, but those are the 3 that I'm gonna primarily use. Oh yeah, it's a highlight. So, let's take some of this, let's rub some of this off. Kind of put too much down, especially when I was doing the transfer. All right, let's go. All right. Come on. Good job. All right. We're actually finished with that color. So let's go ahead and go back over these lines. Yeah, I may need a darker green. Not much darker, but just a darker gray. Yeah, this will work. Good, that brings it out. I've been struggling with this and working on this all day. Gotta be careful not to touch the blind ninja in the background. All right, so yeah, this is it. Get right up in between there. There we go. Now, I could have sworn I hit a different color green. But this wasn't it. Sorry guys, just looking for something. Man, I actually know my box is a hot freaking mess, but there we go. No, that's the freaking gray. Huh. There we go. So what happens is, as you can see, this color is lighting up, but and I may actually just have to throw harsh black lines on her, which I really didn't want to do, but oh well. It's just the color of the green. Oh, well, I guess it is drawing lighter. It is drawing lighter. Yay. And I don't know why I focus a lot on legs and drawing from the bottom up. I guess I can say I know why I started this way, because yeah, I'm in a poorly lit room, guys. And it's not because I don't have any lights around me. It's that if I did light myself, it would actually be, it'll throw off the colors on the camera, and I can vaguely guess what the colors are and how it looks on the camera. So I'm not lighting myself properly for you guys. Don't you feel proud and special? Sorry, coming down with a little bit of a cold. Trying to get over it. All right, so now that we have that established, I like the use of these markers, although it forces me out of my comfort zone where I actually like, I don't know. I used to have these drawings, and I still do in some cases, but I actually use a lot of fine liners because that wavy pattern you'll see. I think I'm still gonna do Kingdom Hearts. I think as of right now, I may push it back to about 5 o'clock. Give myself to the time to actually finish coloring this, at least without the highlights. Because, I'm going to do the highlights. Alright. I'm actually finished with this color. Alright, so alright, so there we go. Wow. Done with that for a while. Now I'm gonna actually cheat. You know why I'm gonna actually say I'm cheating? Because this is actually a skin tone. And I'm actually, yeah, because this is on the inside of her boots. I try to keep our artistic cohesion throughout all of my work with the same character. But we're gonna cheat right there. And I already know how these colors work, so it's not too much testing that I need to do with them. And I remember when I first actually really started getting back interested in doing my art, especially here on YouTube. You know, I would basically just draw. It actually really started as a competition against one of my coworkers. He saw that I can draw because I brought my drawings up to work and put them in my cubicle. And so it was basically a friendly competition. And I admit, some of the days he would kick my ass because I would actually have deficiencies in my artwork where, you know, I remember drawing this picture of Deadpool, and he actually, you know, I actually got like a 3/4 of a body picture of Deadpool, and he actually went and drew it straight from the movie. When the highway scene where he was sitting on top of the guardrail, and you know, I would make my standard excuse, well, I'm doing it more, how do I put it, I'm doing more in line with the character because I couldn't draw the legs. And I worked on practicing my drawing every day. I work to get better and better. Now, mind you, I've actually taken the time to create these characters and come up with a picture. My copy skills have gotten a lot better. And I think I showed you guys in a recent video I had with Betty Boop. But now, it's not about copying something. It's actually about understanding how somebody drew something. Understand what process they took to get to it versus just copying it. And my copying skills have gotten better, but to me, my copy skills still suck. But when it comes to deconstruction of an art process, actually I think I've gotten it pretty good. I would always appreciate people that do actual fan art. And I actually have some pretty good fan art myself. I know I recently did my Vegeta in Super Saiyan Blue. This was a few months ago. Vegeta in Super Saiyan Blue from the Resurrection F. The better designed movie, not the actual super story art. There we go. All right, so I got her. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Probably gonna do a different color red once I finish this, because this is actually not as dark as I want it to be, and this is actually a fuchsia color, but the human eye makes it think that it's a darker red than what it is, especially when you have it stacked against the red, or at least in my visual experience. But I've tried this trick many times, and this actually worked really effective. I love this Yeah, I thought as much. I'm changing the batteries in my mic, guys. Be right there. Sorry about that. Audible or something. Sorry about that, guys. It looks as if I just got kicked off, but sorry for just looking up and seeing this comment. Football, dude, I'm self-taught. Thank you for the compliment, and I'm actually focused on the drawing, so I'm sorry that I missed the actual. I actually missed the actual original phrase, if I missed it, but dude, I've been practicing this for the last 20 years. There we go. Sorry about that. And I can't begin to hold a candle to some other people. Just people in my immediate circle that I know that can actually draw. But what I don't do is I just don't stop practicing. I think the one thing that I kind of was fearful of, but not any longer, my Etsy store, I actually used to think that people didn't want to buy my art, but now, even though I haven't had much success on it, I know that people enjoy my art, and I think what gave me that confidence was I actually did a local art show. And it gave me the confidence that I needed to say that, hey, maybe people would like to buy it if they first see and know it's there. What I'm working on right now is actually something that's going to be going into my art show. I have an art show in the town that I live in. And this is actually going to be something that's going into my art show. And I gotta work on her feet. The one time I do top, bottom, head, good job. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. We're going to be wrapping this up in the next 10 minutes, guys. All right, so we got the basic gist of it. And that one. Just a little bit more, guys. I know I'm not gonna finish this on the stream today. Alright guys, I'm actually about to wrap it up. I do want to say thank you guys for watching. I do want to thank you guys for taking the time to enjoy the show with me today. I'm going to put the link in the description for my Etsy page. It's actually in the description. Also, other different ways of staying in touch with some of the work that I do. I do want to say that at 5 o'clock Central, I'm actually going to be streaming. I'm actually going to be streaming live at the at my Twitch channel. And definitely, I thank you guys for taking the time to watch me today. I'm gonna leave you playing out with my music.